Buckram Hat vocabulary.
Let's talk about the structural elements of a buckram hat, using as an example the pillbox style. You see here a finished pillbox hat made by one of my prior millinery students on a head with a wig, for context. And the three elements that we're going to talk about today are the foundation, the mulling, and the cover.
Some questions you may now have.
So here I have a sample in progress tiny pillbox hat that I've stitched my stuff in contrast colored thread so that you can see the stitching really well. And we're going to use this to talk about these three elements of a buckram hat. The first element is the foundation, and that is the buckram layer and the wire reinforcement and the French elastic that covers the wire that allows you to sew to the buckram. So here we know that pillboxes have two pattern pieces, a tip and a side band, and both of those have been cut out in buckram and stitched together, and then the wire has been put on to reinforce areas where you need stability. For a pillbox, you want to wire the top and bottom of the side band. Now the mulling, that is this fuzzy stuff here. That's the ice wool that's been whip stitched on to the hat. You can also use other types of lofted material. You can use craft felt, baby flannel, quilt batting. What you use really kind of depends upon the weight and thickness of your cover fabric. And that's the third element, the cover, sometimes called the fashion fabric. And that is going to be probably chosen by your costume designer. And in this case, I've cut my tip cover fabric, oval with some seam allowance, and chosen my orientation of these stripes from front to back, and I've started to whip stitch it on here. But once I whip stitched that all the way around, then I would install the side band cover, which would be a long rectangle that would go over this right here. Think of the mulling as kind of like, if this whole thing is upholstery, then your foundation is the frame of your chair. The mulling is the padding in the cushion, and then the fashion fabric is the exterior fabric that is what your designer wants to see when they look at the hat on stage. So those are the three structural elements of a buckram hat.
If you like this video, give it a thumbs up. Please subscribe to my channel and hit the bell for notifications. I'm streaming live from my studio every Thursday.